Fellow Kenyans, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a dark moment for Kenya when other countries are fighting to jealously defend their territorial boundaries. Kenya Kwanza regime is supervising over her self-destruction. The Kenyan youth, whose aspirations for a better tomorrow have brutally been quashed by a regime that ascended to power in the promise that they would grant them a safer and a caring leadership. Our Gen Z, driven by remorse, joblessness, ever-growing determination born largely from the demise of their sojourners in the quest for justice last year, woke up early armed with Kenyan flags, a bottle of water, and a whistle to remind the country's log leadership for their abandonment, constitutional responsibility, and duty of care. Sadly, their peaceful demonstrations were infiltrated by state-armed and protected hooligans, goons, and gangs. These criminal gangs had been seen practicing on how to execute their deliberate evil scheme during the protest against the slain Albert Ojwang, whose journey to a better Kenya was equally halted by those who had a constitutional duty to grant him safety. The hooligans, carrying crude weapons and protected by police, were seen conversing in groups next to police vehicle, taking instruction from the state players. Kenya Kwanza regime is criminally culpable for the forceful disappearance, lootings, property destructions, injury, and loss of lives. The Gen Z demonstrations remained peaceful, as was broadcast live in our local media stations. A rare coincidence and illegal convenience presented when the signal to our media stations were intentionally jammed by the state. This created a safe haven for the state-protected gangs to hit the road, riding on motorbikes, carrying all sorts of crude weapons, targeting business largely owned by one community in the capital city and other areas. These shenanigans are not only archaic and primitive, but also a misstep in the advancement of a ploy to incite one community against itself. There has been a futile effort from obvious quarters to make the peaceful demos appear violent and link them to the second Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya and the party leader of Democratic for Citizen Party, His Excellency Joyfrey Legathe Gachagua, so as to create a wedge between him and his followers, who keep swelling day by day. Despite ill-witted schemes and efforts by the state to heathenize the Gen Z demonstrations yielded no fruits, credited to international media personnel whose presence and eagle eye thwarted the state machinery from taking the lives of young Gen Z who have been abandoned into groups, forced into poorly ventilated corridors, saturated with tear gases, ready for execution. We salute our dedicated local media personnel, BBC and CNN, for accurate coverage and broadcast that saved the dear lives of our young people. Kenyans are not naive and are well aware of the evil scheme by the Kenya Kwanza regime. Our resolve is, however, very firm. Justice be our shield and defender. We sympathize with the grieving families and business owners who suffered this state-sponsored, noting that Moro was not spared by the goons who took away the life of a young promising boy from Jenga Karume Secondary School via a bullet shot close range. These coming days after similar incidents in Nairobi only serves to illuminate the incompetence and inhuman attitude by one CS of Interior, Kipchumba Murkomen, and his equally incompetent IG, who shamelessly issued the illegal order on shoot to kill innocent future medical surgeons, future engineers, future pilots, future legal practitioners, future pillars of our rich human resource. CS Kipchumba, you failed our motherland Kenya in the transport sector. You paraded your ignorance to the youth. You have now embarrassed and put the great shame our motherland Kenya. We, however, demand that you resign with immediate effect.
Yes.
Very good. Interestingly, in all the cases where police station and government offices, including judiciary, were touched, no single shooting was recorded. Police displayed no willingness to defend and protect property even after Murkomen shoot to kill order. A clear indication that this was carried out by the state with aim of destroying ID cards to puncture the drive by the GNZ to register as a voter in the region that outrightly has rejected the Kenya Kwanza regime. Regrettably, Kenya Kwanza administration has resorted into deploying the outdated dark Kano era scheme to silence and intimidate the dissatisfied masses, an attempt to serve only to strengthen Kenya-informed citizenry. We call upon international community to come and probe the previous unlisted extrajudicial killings, abduction, property loss, and destruction, and take the culprits to the International Criminal Court.
Yes.
We thank all Kenyans who demonstrated peacefully, going to the height of offering first aid to the cousins, brothers and sisters, and the police officers who got injured by the state-hired goons. Alito continua.
Kwa majina naitwa Simon Sangale Olenasieku, katibu wa chama cha DCP katika kaunti ya Nakuru. Nimejiunga pamoja na viongozi wenzangu tukiweza kukashifu hatua ya serikali ya kushirikiana na genge ili kuhangaisha watu katika siku ya Jumatano. We know very well that it was an unholy alliance between the state and the goons. Na hii accusation ambayo mmejaribu kuleta dhidi ya Rigathi Gachagua, we want to condemn those attacks. Tunataka kukemea ile mipango yote serikali ya Kasongo iko nayo ya kujaribu kuharibia jina Rigathi Gachagua. Ningependa kusema kwamba siku ya Jumatano tuliweza kushuhudia ya kwamba kaunti 27 zilifanya maandamano. Na hakika wale ambao wamekuwa kielekeza hii propaganda ya kwamba hii maandamano ilikuwa ni ya Mount Kenya region, ningependa kukashifu jambo hilo. Tuliona maandamano katika eneo la Kakamega, tuliona maandamano katika maeneo ya Busia, tuliona maeneo katika Kericho, Uasin Gishu, katika maeneo ya Kajiado, katika maeneo yote 27 counties. Now we are telling Kasongo Ruto wewe, Kenyans have already spoken. Na hii ni kusema kwamba if you see 27 counties wamesema kwamba wamechoka na wewe, we have achieved 51+1 ya kukutoa 2027.
Yes.
Kitu ambayo ningependa kusema tena, ukiwachwa kubali kuachika. Wakenya wamewacha Kasongo, Wakenya wamemwacha katika ile hali ya kusema kwamba umeharibu uchumi wa taifa, umeharibu hata maisha ya vijana, na mimi ningependa kusema hivi nikimalizia, ya kwamba sisi tungependa wale ambao wanastahili kuchunguzwa. The first person who should be arrested is Murkomen. Kwa sababu you are inciting the police against Kenyans. You are the first person ambaye angeshikwa. The second person ambaye we suspect on Wednesday alileta goons ni Kamket. Kamket ulisema kwamba utaleta 200 goons from kule wale bandits wakuje Nairobi waweze kuhangaisha Wakenya. Kwa hivyo sisi tunasema kwamba mambo ya kuattack Rigathi Gachagua, sisi kama viongozi wa Nakuru hatutakubali Rigathi Gachagua awe arrested. We are not going to accept. Kwanza kabisa mshike wale ambao ni inciters led by Murkomen na Kamket na viongozi wale ambao wamekuwa kichochea watu ambao waweze kupigana na Gen Z. Tujasahau Maalim Mohamed alisema 5000 Gen Z watauliwa, na huyo ni mtu mpaka sasa hajashikwa. Kwa hivyo NCIC and the police, you are either cooperating with goons and the Kasongo kuhangaisha Rigathi. Sisi kama viongozi wa Nakuru hatutakubali, na tunasema kwamba sisi tutasimama na Rigathi Gachagua hadi mwisho. Na Ruto, kama umewachwa na Wakenya, kubali kuachika. Asante.
Kwa majina ni Geoffrey Gitao Mwangi kutoka hapa mji wa Nakuru. Sisi tuko hapa leo kukashifu yale mambo yaliyotukia wakati wa maandamano. Vijana walishikana kuandamana kwa amani, lakini ni aibu sana kuona baadhi ya watu wanataka kuhalalisha hiyo amani ni serikali yenyewe, kuwaletea vijana wengine wa kuwachapa. Sisi tunaambia serikali hivi, hawa vijana hawaombi risasi, hawa vijana wanaomba ajira, hawa vijana wanaomba kazi mzuri. Na tungependa serikali kuna maandamano wapeane security ya kutosha. Manake ni haki ya watu kuandamana, ni haki ya watu kusema vile wanavyojihisi hao wenyewe ama vile wanajihisi wanatawaliwa. Kwa hivyo tungependa kukashifu hicho kitendo sana, na ni ajabu tunaona hata hii serikali yetu ya Nakuru hawajanena kitu. Hawajasema hata jambo hata moja. Pale Molo tuliona kijana mmoja mchanga amepigwa risasi. Hatujasikia sauti yote. Juzi pia tumeona kijana mwingine Nairobi ameuawa tu kwa jela. Hatujasikia sauti yote. Kwa hivyo sisi tungesema tumehuzunika sana, na tungeomba serikali ijali maslahi ya wana biashara. Iache kutupigisha siasa ya miaka iliyoishi. Sisi ni watu tuna akili, sisi tunaweza ona vile kunaendelea. Kama hautakikani, hautakikani. Na hivyo ndivyo tunasema hapa Nakuru tuko tayari miaka ikikuja kubadilisha uongozi ndio tuweze kuendelea vizuri.
My name is Lawrence Karanja. I want to talk about the shoot to kill order issued by the CS Gachagua Murkomen. It is shocking that at this time an Ella, a well-educated lawyer holding the position of CS Interior, can dare make an order to the police or direct the police to shoot and kill Kenyan citizen. I believe the statement shoot to kill by CS Gachagua Murkomen only confirmed what Kenyans have been saying, that all the abductions, all the extrajudicial killings have been carried out by the state. Now the owners of extrajudicial killing have come out clearly to announce themselves. Yes. And we are here to condemn them. And we are telling them one thing: they have killed a few. The signs are clearly on their wall. Their regime is coming to an end sooner than they expect. And we also want to complain about the gagging of the media, the switching off of our media houses on Wednesday. This was well calculated, because before the media houses were switched off, live coverage was switched off, there was no routing. Genuine Gen Zs were on the street demonstrating in sympathy with those who died. But as soon as the live coverage was switched off, goons invaded business and started looting. In fact, they had even erected barriers and charging levies to motorists and people who are going around. What we are telling these people is very, very simple. You may have killed a few, but you are not safe. Your empire, your rule, which we still believe is an illegitimate one, is coming to an end. So kwa Kiswahili niseme kuwa haya maagizo ambayo yalitolewa na Waziri Gachagua Murkomen ni ya kushtua sana, kuwa katika wakati huu, nyakati hizi tuko, mtu ambaye ni wakili na amesoma anaweza amrisha polisi waue vijana bila kutumia bila kuwapeleka kotini, kwa sababu kama kuna wahuni wanaenda, shika wao peleka kotini. Lakini sasa tumejua wenye magenge ni nani, wenye kufanya hao mauaji kiholela ni nani, kwa sababu mwenyewe ametokea na amesema tutapiga buduki na tutaua hawa watu. Kwa hivyo tunaomba Wakenya wakae ngangali. Huu utawala wa Kasongo umebakisha siku chache sana, na tujitayarishe wote ili wakati ukifika tuambie Kasongo lazima aende nyumbani. Asanteni sana.
Mwanaharakati wa chama cha DCP mjini kwetu Nakuru. Na kwanza kabisa tungetaka kuongelelea kuhusu mambo ya uharibifu, destruction of property and looting of businesses. We've seen planned and organized looting of both property and businesses within mostly all the 27 counties that were involved during the demonstrations. Tukiangalia pale OTC, ni mipango iliyokuwa imepangwa. We could see policemen in Land Cruisers conversing with goons carrying batons. After that extensive routing, the following day, the CS Interior shamelessly walked alongside police officers, senior police officers, kwenda kuokota vitambulisho ambavyo wanasema ziliachwa na goons. Hata mwizi wa kuku hujaribu kutoa evidence. These were planned routing, planned destruction, and we want to tell them, have better plans. if you want to commit crime.
Yes.
Plan well if you want to implicate Rigathi Gachagua. We will not allow and will not accept. We know you've been having schemes on how to arrest him and charge him in court. Plan well. Your plan have been thwarted. Kenyans are aware. But if you still think that arresting Gachagua is the only solution, you would have arrested him yesterday. Murkomen, we are telling you and your group and your goons that any government in power that incorporate use of militia and goons doesn't take a long time before that government comes down. This is the end. You are given power by the people. You've been sworn in as a government. You have a legitimate force. You have a legitimate police force. You have a legitimate army. But you choose to use militia and goons against Kenyans. Kenyans are coming for you. Very soon, the shoot to order, the shoot to kill order will bring you down. We are silent, but our silence doesn't mean that we are cowards. Finally, the Gen Z's demonstration were tribeless, were leaderless, and there were no political infiltration. No opposition party was involved in planning the Gen Z demonstration. If by any chance the Gen Z combine their strength with the opposition party, this government will not see the next day. Thank you.